Green, and welcome back to Living in the Go. So today I'm talking to you about one of my favorite subjects, which is saving. And I asked the question, why is it so hard to save? Because millions and millions of Americans, and maybe not just America, but all over the world, they don't have enough money saved for when that emergency comes and they have to hit the credit cards. So why are we not saving? Why is it so hard? Well, one thing is that we don't have defined priorities. What I mean by that, so there's specific things that we need in order to survive, right? We need a roof over our heads, we need food to eat, all of those things. So those are the things that are in our expenses that should come up each and every month. But if there are other things that are happening, other things that we're spending on, then you don't really have your priorities defined. You need to think about that first in terms of, if I have my priorities met, if these are the things I need to do, then guess what? There's going to be a little extra money left over that you can use to save. So define those priorities. The other thing is, the big thing now is experiences. People want to have these magical experiences. They want to go on these wonderful trips so they can have something to look at later on in life. Well, that's all well and good, and I love experiences too, but they don't have to be experiences that cost $10,000 and break the bank. A lot of things can be different experiences for you. I'll tell you one magical experience that I have. There's a neighborhood near me where at Christmas time, all of the houses, they're big, beautiful mansions, they're all lit up. And when I was younger, I used to go and look at those. When my children were born, I took them to look at those. And so recently, as an adult, older adult, I went to go look at those houses again because it was such a cherished memory. And it's an experience. It didn't cost anything but gas to get over there and roam up and down the streets, but it's something that I won't forget because it's beautiful. So experiences don't have to be that expensive. So they should not be preventing you from saving. So if you're trying to plan this trip for $10,000, when you know if you put like half of that in the bank and saving it, it will go towards your future or any other things that come up where you will need emergency money. So also, the cost of living, it goes up. I know people talk about now inflation and things are so high, but guess what? Things continue to go up, even if we didn't have high inflation, and inflation is down now. But things continue to go up. What you could buy 30 years ago for, let's say, $10, today that probably costs $100. It is not due to anything else other than the cost of living does continue to go up. So you need to account for that. So when you think about savings, you need to account for that in your budget in terms of how you do that and knowing that things will continue to rise. Your lifestyle. What you do today is important, but think about what you're going to do in the future and think about how much you need to have in order to have that lifestyle. So start saving. The other thing is that people don't appreciate the small amounts. I talked to somebody one time, they say they don't have any money to save. They say they barely have $2. I said, well, then put the $2 in saving. And they were like, what? That's not going to do anything. I said, $2 in there every month. Put it in there. At the end of the time, you'll have, what, $24 that you didn't have before. And if you have it in a high yield interest savings account, it's going to be interest on top of that 24. So what I'm saying is appreciate the small amounts. You think $10 won't mean anything, but $10 over 12 months is $120 that you didn't have before. So appreciate the small amounts, and whatever you can throw into the savings, save it. If you collect change, I do that. I have a little piggy bank, believe it or not. I take the change, and at the end of the month, I cash it in and I go buy things with it. So save. That little amount can be magical for you. It can be just the thing you need if an emergency comes up. Something happens with the car and you need $200. Well, if you've been saving those small amounts for a while, boom, you got that money for it, and you don't have to worry about pulling out the credit card. So a little bit of information about saving. Hope that helps. Thanks so much and have a great day.